Hey everybody, it's Michelle, Trader Girl ATX, and I'm filming in black and white today because I'm sitting in front of an open window with no blinds on it, and the sun keeps kind of blinding me. So we're going to play with this a little bit today. I actually really like the whole black and white image thing. I get weird about my skin being too red. This whole Irish thing can be tough sometimes when you don't like wearing a lot of makeup, but black and white is more forgiving and gentle. So anyway, today is June 19th, 2025, and I traded as long as they would let me. At one point, I kept trying to short, and I would not get fills. And I even sent an email to the Top Step tech support saying, hey, is there a limit to the amount of gains you're allowed to make in one day on a practice account? Because I'm at $53,548 and it won't let me trade anymore. None of my orders are going through. Do I need to reset my account? That's what I was thinking. I was trying to figure out some logical reason as to why I couldn't trade anymore. And it was only like 5 or 10 minutes later, some of my friends in my little messenger group reminded me there was a holiday today for Juneteenth. And we were all sad. Because we likey our tradey. We like to trade, and being told that we can't, especially in the middle of the day, is just unacceptable. I do not agree. Strong disagree. But anyway, it is what it is. Let me show you my equity curve. Pretty good. Anyway, my R trader today would not update and give me a list of my performance stats. So I don't have all my usual today, but I do have a profit factor of 24.07, recovery factor negative 46.41, win-loss ratio 3.17, max winners in a row was 21, max losers in a row was 8. So those are some pretty good stats. And in fact, since I had some extra spare time today, since the market was closed, I decided to figure out if I'm living in the twilight zone or some sort of weird matrix, or I'm just imagining things in my head, trying to figure out how I'm able to put up numbers like this and still not be taking a payout from Top Step or any other prop firm that I've traded with over the last couple of years. And so I decided to dig into the numbers to see what's really happening. Like, am I just fooling myself? Am I telling myself like little Pollyanna stories of make-believe that aren't really happening? And I'm just, I'm living in some sort of veil of darkness, imagination, fantasy. That's what was going on with me today. And I went through the last dozen or so of my end of day updates, and I dropped the key stats into a spreadsheet and I ran the numbers. So on average, my daily average gain is $13,562. 106 trades a day with a win rate of 78.92%. And again, why? What is wrong with me? I don't understand how I can put up these numbers that are so most excellent. I mean, seriously, most traders don't share their stats for a reason. I share mine, and I'm still telling you that I have these great stats, and I'm still broke as a joke. In fact, I think my bank account is negative. Yeah, that's how bad it is. I have sacrificed everything in my life. I sold my car. I moved away from my apartment. I moved away from even living with my best friend to go back and live at my mom's so that I know I am not a burden to anyone else while I work through whatever my major malfunction is. It's so shameful. So embarrassing. That's all happening. And my mom is 82 and probably could use my help for a couple things, even though now that I'm here, she doesn't seem like she really needs any help with anything. She seems like she has everything going on, except she's not updating her estate information like I would like. Anyway, and I am suing my psycho ex-boyfriend, so I had to flee town. In fact, I probably need to delete this off this recording in case he finds out where I am. Did I just say I sued him? And he stalked me, and he was really awful to me. So there's a lot of things going on. But it would just be nice if I could convert these numbers from practice accounts to real accounts, with my funded accounts to stay intact and not blow up. So I even today started taking notes on every single trade. What was the entry, the relation between the fast moving average, slow moving average, the EMA, where all those moving averages intersect. And just for giggles, instead of, because I've been trading 15 contracts in the practice account, because I figured that is a way to speed up my progress by blowing up more quickly so I can learn the lesson more quickly. There's no sense in dragging it out and having an account blow up after 3 weeks because you trade once a day. I need to trade 15 contracts at a time all the time and have weird little hair sticking up funny in the back. Don't care. Anyway, so when you divide my daily gains by 15, that takes it down to 1,130 a day on average. And I know it's actually higher than that because the last dozen or so things that my stats were taken from, I was not always trading 15 contracts on that. A lot of the time I was, yes, but a lot of the time I wasn't. Anyway, that's enough talk for now. Sorry, I always want to cry because it's literally like killing my heart to be this broke and to have sacrificed everything to be able to do this. So thanks for listening.